Kelly Ripa has spent most of her life making other people smile. Whether she's cracking jokes on live television or sharing playful banter with her husband, she's known for turning even ordinary moments into something joyful. But every now and then, she lets the audience see something deeper, something quieter. And when she does, it stops people in their tracks. Recently, Kelly opened up about a painful moment she shared with Mark Consuelos, and it wasn't what fans expected. There were no dramatic headlines, no shocking confessions, no sudden announcements. Instead, it was a simple, honest reflection, one that carried emotion not because of what happened, but because of what it meant. Kelly spoke calmly at first, almost casually, as if she wasn't sure how much she wanted to reveal. But as she continued, her voice softened. She admitted that even after decades together, moments still arise that remind her just how deeply connected she and Mark truly are. This particular moment happened quietly, away from cameras and applause, just the two of them, sharing a conversation that started lighthearted and slowly turned serious. Kelly joked that Mark has a way of sensing when something is wrong, even when she insists she's fine. She laughed as she said he never believes her the first time. Mark, she explained, listened more than he spoke, and that's what made the moment so emotional. Kelly shared that life has been moving fast lately, schedules, responsibilities, changes and transitions piling up one after another. And somewhere in the middle of all that motion, she realized she hadn't slowed down enough to feel what was actually happening around her. That realization hit her unexpectedly. She described sitting beside Mark, feeling overwhelmed, and suddenly letting her guard down. No jokes, no sarcasm, just honesty. She told him she felt emotional about how much life has changed and how much it will continue to change. Mark didn't interrupt, he didn't try to fix it, he just reached for her hand. Kelly said that simple gesture was what broke her. She admitted that sometimes the most painful moments aren't about loss, but about awareness. Awareness that time is moving, that moments pass, that the present you're living in right now will soon become a memory. Mark responded in the way only he can, softly, reassuringly, with that mix of humor and sincerity fans adore. Kelly laughed as she recalled him saying something gently teasing, something that made her smile through tears. That's always been their rhythm. When things get heavy, they lift each other up. Their love story has never been about perfection, Kelly was quick to point that out. She joked about how they still argue over the smallest things, how Mark leaves cabinets open, how she talks too much, how they both insist they're right. But underneath all of that is something unshakable. Kelly explained that the painful moment wasn't about fear, it was about gratitude mixed with emotion. Gratitude for the life they've built, gratitude for the years they've shared, gratitude for still being able to sit next to each other and feel safe enough to be vulnerable. She admitted that she doesn't always allow herself to feel those emotions, that she prefers humor because it's easier. But in that moment with Mark, she let herself feel everything, and he let her. Mark later reflected on the moment with his own quiet honesty. He talked about how he sees Kelly carry so much on her shoulders, professionally, personally, emotionally. He said that sometimes all she needs is permission to slow down, to feel, to be human. Kelly smiled as she shared that Mark always knows when to be her partner and when to be her anchor. Fans listening could feel it instantly. This wasn't a scripted exchange. This wasn't performance. This was marriage in its truest form. Kelly joked that after the emotional moment passed, Mark immediately tried to lighten the mood by making fun of himself. She laughed, saying that's how she knew everything was okay, because laughter, for them, has always been a sign of love. She explained that pain doesn't always come from something bad happening. Sometimes it comes from realizing how much you care, how much you'd miss something if it were gone. And that realization can be overwhelming in the most beautiful way. Kelly reminded fans that relationships evolve. The love you have at the beginning isn't the same love you have years later. It's deeper, quieter, stronger, and sometimes recognizing that depth can bring unexpected emotion. Mark added that those moments of honesty are what keep their relationship alive. Not the big gestures, not the public appearances, but the private conversations where nothing is hidden. Together, they turned what could have been a sad story into something meaningful. Kelly said she hopes people understand that feeling emotional doesn't mean something is wrong. It often means something is very right. It means you're present. It means you care. She smiled as she concluded that she's grateful for a husband who sees her beyond the jokes, beyond the spotlight, beyond the persona. Someone who knows when to laugh with her and when to sit quietly beside her. Fans responded with an outpouring of love. Many said they saw their own relationships reflected in Kelly and Mark's words. Others said it reminded them to slow down, to check in with the people they love, and to appreciate the moments that often go unnoticed. And perhaps that's the true power of Kelly opening up. Not shock, not sadness, but connection. A reminder that love isn't just about happy moments, it's about sharing the emotional ones too. About holding hands when words aren't enough. About choosing each other again and again, even when life feels heavy. Kelly and Mark didn't reveal a secret, they shared a truth. And in doing so, they reminded everyone watching that vulnerability can be beautiful, laughter can heal, and love, real love, only grows stronger with time. If this story touched your heart, made you reflect, or brought someone special to mind, take a moment to share it. Leave your thoughts. Reach out to someone you love today. Because sometimes the most emotional moments are the ones that remind us how lucky we truly are.